MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Greyhounds and the Heat. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Sean Bryan gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties, and if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Standing in, Richard Wise. He will lead this one off today.
The center fielder, Richard Wise.
First pitch on its way. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out.
The third baseman, Diaz.
Digging in the switch hitter, Glenn Diaz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. Diaz is one of the very best corner infielders in the game today. Oftentimes first and third basemen are known for their offensive work, but he's truly a multi-dimensional talent. Really makes an impact on defense, and that makes him incredibly fun to watch every time he takes the field.
Yeah, watching him go about his business. First step quickness, his reaction time is unparalleled, able to make all the plays, and he takes a ton of pride in his craft.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. 83 degrees here at first pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Into the box now, Jesse Nelson, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Here's the pitch. And he loses him on a breaking ball.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Ready now, Scott Ladner, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nelson, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Left fielder looking up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Well, after a long winter and a grueling spring, everyone is anxious to get the season started. But to start it off with a home run, there's no better way to get your campaign underway. He was rounding the bases thinking, hey, this is going to be a good year.
At the plate now, Dave Baggett. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Baggett, a 6'5" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, this guy's been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first, the Greyhounds are out in front 2-0. Les Lara is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Kenji Suzuki runs up as if to bunt and missed it. Strike 1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. The 1-1. Taken. Strike 2.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I got the count 2-2.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Robinson Rodriguez waits on deck. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. Now batting, Robinson Rodriguez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the pitch. And that's lifted in the air out toward left. Latner backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Batting third, the first baseman, Nate Lacy.
Now to the plate, Nate Lacy. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Nelson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Walt Skolrin.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch coming, here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 and 2.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
In now, Jody Boudreau, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. One out, nobody on. That's to the left and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home. There's a fastball that misses. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Batting it, the catcher, Joey.
Now in the box, Joey Barnhart. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the stretch. Heading out towards shallow right. Bowen is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting 9, the pitcher,
Stepping into the box, Les Lada. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 0-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him as they move on top 4-0.
One of the best qualities of this pitcher is keeping the ball in the ballpark. He's not an easy guy to get the ball up in the air again, so he's going to have to regroup a little bit here. He's not used to giving up home runs.
To the plate now, Richard Wise. Pops this one up. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Suzuki will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. On now to the bottom of the second. The Greyhounds lead it 4-0. Leading off the inning, Andrew Bowen, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now the 1-0.
Ball.
2-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1. Sam Jackson is on deck. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
So now to the plate, Sam Jackson. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. The 0-1 on its way.
1-1.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Set to deliver on 2-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Three-two pitch. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Stepping into the box, Bruce Lacey. First pitch coming. Here it is. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And that misses. 2 and 2. And Just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Glenn Diaz. First offering on its way.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1. Now here it comes. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
Just hung in there on that one. Another 2-2 offering. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one to make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Stepping in now, Jesse Nelson. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Bases are empty. 1 man out. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. The pitch.
Interesting pitch selection right there, in off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Skied into straightaway right. Bowen is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Scott Ladner.
Ready to take his hacks again, Scott Ladner, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they can put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Into the box now, Dave Baggett, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
0-1. You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
The 1-2.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Digging in now, DeMarcus Randolph. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's the first pitch to him. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff is obviously the important key.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. And this one is gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. First home run of the campaign for him. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
At the plate, John Biggs. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. No outs, nobody on. Lifted into center field. Wise has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Sean Ryan.
Digging in, Sean Ryan. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's the circle change and a dandy that time as he jumps ahead with strike 1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
1 out, nobody on. In there, 1-2 now.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kenji.
Stepping in, Kenji Suzuki. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. One no pitch on the way. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. is there, and he's out trying to take second.
Boy, he had a really sizable lead that time, but it didn't seem to matter. The defense was ready for it, and they cut him down trying to swipe second base. That was a nice, quick release from the catcher.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. The 1-2. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Digging in to try it again, Robinson Rodriguez. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. A runner on first with two away. Runners off for second. Strike taken, the throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
Looked to me like they anticipated him trying to swipe that bag. I mean, the pitcher shortened his delivery to the plate, but it didn't make a difference in the slightest. He still swiped that bag.
The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number two.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number two.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
50th pitch of the game on its way. And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Runner in scoring position at second with two down. Grounded weakly toward third. He's got to hurry. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A run, a hit, and a man left. 3 innings complete. Saturn leads this one 4-1. All set for the start of the fourth, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Walt Skolrin. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
The 1-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Now at the plate, Jody Boudreau. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. He's set. Here it comes.
Nope. Ball 1.
4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed 2-2. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Now another 2-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Joey Barnhart comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Hit high and deep out to left field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the throw in gets away from him.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
At the plate now, Les Lada. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Here's the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Runners are at second and third with one down. The 2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Into the box, Richard Wise, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Got to sit middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
The set and the 2-1. He got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He pulls into second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time, and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as a result.
Now time called here as here comes the skipper from the third base dugout. And he's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Caden Drake answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. So now to the plate, Glenn Diaz. Popped him up. Randolph in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Nate Lacey. Now the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And there's ball 1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. And the 2-1. Grounded to first. Scooped up. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Ready for another chance. Andrew Bowen. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
Now back.
Stepping in now, Sam Jackson. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. Bowen rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Now back. The third baseman.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, DeMarcus Randolph. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. 1-0 the count. That misses. 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Shoots this one over to first. A throw to the plate. And he will score ahead of the play, and that'll cut things to 6-3 now. Now at the plate, John Biggs comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Fastball in there for a called strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So striding into the box, Jesse Nelson.
For the Greyhounds, the left fielder, Jesse.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit out towards second. He's got it. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now back.
Digging in once again, Scott Lackner. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Well, these days don't happen often. You better dig yourself when you get 3 knocks in a big league Wago.
It's hard to have 3 hits in one day, but boy, this guy is off to a great start in this one.
To the plate now, Dave Baggett, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Coming to the plate now, Walt Skowron. First offering on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him as they open it up to 8-3. At the plate, Jody Boudreau. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs. So it's a solo shot to dead center. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Tiffy gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Now batting, the catcher, Joey.
Into the box now,
Barnhart.
Joey Barnhart, as he'll take a look at ball one. Now the 1-0. Hit in the air out to right. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. Saturn is on top here, 9-3. Eddie Flores will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Eddie Flores.
A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home.
That's ball 2.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Grounded down the third baseline. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And definitely worth another look with our show track data. Great reaction from the hot corner to make the backhand stop, and then he unleashes that very strong throw while in the air all the way across the diamond. He's going to be smiling about that one. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kenji Suzuki. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Nelson is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The batter, number 19, second baseman, Robinson Rodriguez.
At the plate, Robinson Rodriguez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Nick Phelps gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Scooter Shannon will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Richard Wise.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Richard Wise. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Jackson is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Third baseman, Glenn Diaz.
Striding in, Glenn Diaz. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Standing in now, Jesse Nelson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
And he misses again, 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
2 out here and a runner at second. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Skied into straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Will Linden enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Will Linden.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Nate Lacy.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and oh my. Hit him with the high. Gone. Solo shot to right center. First home run of the campaign for him as they try to claw back. It's a 5-run deficit. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I prefer to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
1-1.
And that misses 1-1.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And he fouls this one off. Now a fastball up around the shoulders, but it's strike 3 called and a questionable first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Into the box, Sam Jackson, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And he takes this one high, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball called strike. 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next two guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
At the plate now, Bruce Lacey. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Two out, nobody on. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. 7th inning coming up. The Greyhounds are out on top 9-4. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Scott Ladner. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. Jackson is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Standing in, Dave Baggett. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. Ready to take his hacks again, Walt Stover, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 1-1 home.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, DeMarcus Randolph.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Hit back up the middle. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
That's a good pitcher right there. You can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now, John Biggs, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. No hits to this point. A ball and a strike.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
The 1-1 home.
Ball, that's out.
Oop, and I'm not sure I've seen a swing that bad even in a video game. It's 2-2 now. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Nick South.
Andy Miller will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Andy Miller.
Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball thrown by him for a strike. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more on opening day after this. Ryan Thigpen is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. Settling in now, Jody Boudreau will swing it from the left side right here.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short, right to him. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, the catcher, Joey Barnhart.
Now at the plate, Joey Barnhart. Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
One out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now. Now here it comes.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
And it's fouled away. Shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Jake Fish will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Jake Fish.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. And now pitch on the way.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Bases are empty, one man out. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Now batting, the center fielder.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Stepping in now, Richard Wise. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
The third baseman.
First things first, here's a throw over. And the runner will get back standing. Into the box now, Glenn Diaz, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Like the sinker here, but a good job of knocking this thing down. ready to deliver the 1-2. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
At the plate, Jesse Nelson, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0. Fouled off. The 1-1. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. The Greyhounds lead this one 10-4. Jason Haig is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Into the box, Kenji Suzuki. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Kenji Suzuki.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a blooper out toward left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Now back, second baseman, Robinson Rodriguez.
Standing in now, Robinson Rodriguez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Haig has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level, and with an ERA just hovering around the 3.00 benchmark. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Haig is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
A runner at first with no outs here. Changeup, and that fades down and away, 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Nate Lacy waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Popped up. In there, a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
To the plate now, Nate Lacy, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Pitch popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Diaz is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw that curveball hanging in the zone, but maybe he tried to do too much with it because basically he hit it straight up. No doubt he wants that pitch back, and the pitcher, he just dodged a bullet.
Andrew Bowen is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
They get the run there, but this late in the game with lead in hand, you'll definitely trade it out for a run. That doesn't mean a whole lot.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sam Jackson is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. You're going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Fouled away. The 0-2 once more.
Whoa, that's down.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 9th inning coming up. Sam Finley enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and stepping in the long ball threat, Scott Latner. First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air down the right field line, and foul. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
A bouncer up the middle. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Boy, talk about having a day, Devo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper, not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
But no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first. So digging in now, Walt Stovin. Here comes the first pitch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's...
And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. A leap at the wall, but forget it, it's gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his 2nd home run of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Now batting, right fielder, Jody.
At the plate now, Jody Boudreau, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Now batting, the catcher, Joey Barnhart.
So now to the plate, Joey Barnhart, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. And he fouls this one off. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Softly hit out to short. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Christian Reynolds comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box, Jason Hay, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Ball two.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
And it's fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
The 2-1. And he popped him up. Lacey onto the grass. He gets there, and that's the second out. At the plate, Richard Wise. Billy DuBose will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Swinging a ground ball to third, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. Billy DuBose will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center. Riding in once again, Bruce Lacey, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. So base is empty now after the double play, and next to hit is the catcher, John Biggs. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0, and that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Popped him up. And he'll make the catch to end it as the Greyhounds move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over. 12-5 is the final in this ball game. The Greyhounds played in an even dozen runs to come out on top today.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes.
Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Avalanche and the 66ers. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Johnson gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
At the plate, Murray Hooper, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
First pitch.
The 1-0 home. Fouled away. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. 64 degrees our temperature here at first pitch this afternoon. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. Just missed a home run to the deepest part of the yard. It's off the wall. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Every center fielder dreads this kind of a play, right? The ball's hit right at him and over his head. He turns and runs, leaps for it, but just can't make the play. It ends up coming off the wall, and by the time he can get the ball back in, it was a guaranteed triple.
At the plate, Howard Tompkins, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. And a great chance here to put his team in front before many fans have even settled into their seats. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Got him out at his front foot. It's 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Stepping in now, Bo Sparks, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. And a great chance here to put his team in front before many fans have even settled into their seats. To balls, no strikes now, batting with 1 out and a runner at third.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Swing and a line drive. But he just missed his extra bases.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. And another foul ball. Liner toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off of that. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Preston Steiner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he falls behind 0-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Avalanche are out in front 1-0. Stephen Mays is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It'll be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
Now at the plate, Dante Smith. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Now the pitch. Mays is coming off a win in his last start, the first of his major league career, so I'm sure he's still riding high from that achievement. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Right fielder giving chase, but this will land untouched. The 1-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Here's the center fielder in there, and their first hit of the season is going to be for extra bases. And he's going to make it there, barely, as he's in the second base with a double.
That's the perfect answer after you've given up the lead in the previous inning. put the tying run on second, and get the momentum going back in their favor. Now we'll see if they can cash in.
Into the box now, Luis Rojas, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball one. The 1-0 home. This is skied into short left center. Steiner comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for route number one.
Batting third, the right fielder, Tyler Blackwell.
Now at the plate, Tyler Blackwell, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the belt, kicks and deals. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approaching.
And he fouls this one off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Down the third baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and he pops him up, and that's going to find real estate and fall in for a base hit. And the tying run comes around to score from second. Well, due to the elite speed, some say he's in scoring position even when he's starting from first. And here Showtrack demonstrates why, as we see the incredible top speed as he came around to score pretty easily from second. Standing in now, Dallas Phillips. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The second baseman, Justin Bishop.
Stepping up to the plate, Justin Bishop, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball is in there for strike one.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
0-1 count and the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Right fielder is on the run, and no one will track it down. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. look, now the pitch. He's running. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. 1 inning in the books here, all tied at 1-1. Second inning set to go, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Robbie Efting. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One and one. Here it comes.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your money makers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
And the screwball got him swinging, 1 gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Harold Hicks. In tight there as he's got to turn out of the way of that one. 1 out, nobody on. Ball 2 now. Hicks is a highly regarded defender, especially as corner infielders go. Some guys at first or third are there because they can hit. But he takes a lot of pride in his defense, and as a result, it's definitely not uncommon for him to make an impact on the game with his glove. And the pitch on 2-1. Took a good cut that time. It comes up empty, 2-2.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Floyd Lusk will be next. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sinker misses, ball 4.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So coming to the plate, Floyd Lusk. From the stretch. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate now, Charles Davis. 1-0 the count. As a look, now the pitch. Hicks leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. The ball and 2 strikes.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Last half of the second set to go. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Keith St. I. And now pitch on the way. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Skied into very shallow right. Cooper has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
Batting 7. No left fielder. Cletus Martin.
Digging in, Cletus Martin. First offering on its way.
Ball, that's it.
1-1. 1-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Lays off. 2-2 now. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
So stepping in, Orlando Schultz. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. A line shot to third base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out.
The pitcher, number 48.
So here now is the pitcher, Alec Johnson. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
The 0-1 pitch. Pops this one up. And that's in there. Base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Boy, Dealer, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now he could have some issues here.
Cooper is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Stephen Mays.
The pitcher, Stephen Mays.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit to short. He's right there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Now batting, the right fielder, Amari Cooper.
Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Amari Cooper. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here?
Nope,
Below the
that's
knees, 1 ball, no strikes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. St. Odd is underneath this one, and there's the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Howard Tompkins.
So striding forward now, Howard Tompkins. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Inside with the screwball for ball 1. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
2 balls and a strike.
I got 2-1 to count.
Line hard toward right center, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
At the plate, Bo Sparks, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Swing and a miss. Couldn't get extended on the screwball, and it's 1-2. Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
2 strikes.
This is foul right side. Here's a look over to first and a dive, but he's back in. 2 out with a man at first. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Into the box now, Luis Rojas. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Luis Rojas.
Here's the pitch.
Nope. Ball one. Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0. Hit out towards second. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The batter, the right fielder, Tyler Blackwell.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tyler Blackwell. He reached on a single in his first try. Pitch on the way.
Nope. That's inside.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Tompkins ranges back and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Dallas Phillips.
Digging in, Dallas Phillips. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. The 1-0 home. It's a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Justin Bishop, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2. So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled away. Still no balls and 2 strikes. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So here's the cleanup hitter, Preston Steiner. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Look out, 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind at a count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Three and one. And the count will be full. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Manny. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box, Robbie Hefting. 0-1 the count. One out, nobody on. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Gonna be a tough play. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both guys throwing the country hardball so far. Top speeds of 95 and 97. Stepping up now, Harold Hicks. He drew a walk his first time up. Here it comes. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Two out, nobody on. And he misses with it, 1-1. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Now the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. All tied at 1-1. Coming to the plate now, Heath St. Odd.
The center fielder, Heath St. Odd.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted down the line in left. Steiner will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Peter Spartan.
In now, Cletus Spartan. First pitch coming, here it is. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The catcher number 5, Orlando Schultz.
Stepping in, Orlando Schultz. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. It's 1-2.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to...
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Alec Johnson. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
And this one runs up high, ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Now the 1-0. It's taken, strike one. Comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 1-2.
This drive, ball one.
Throw over to first, but the runner's back easily. 2 out with a man at first. Fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired.
Leading off for Pluto, the catcher. 4-1.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Fouled off. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. So striding in, Charles Davis comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And the screwball misses the plate away, and it's 2-0.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
3-0 to him now. And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Now batting, the pitcher, Stephen.
Standing in, Stephen Mays. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Now batting, right fielder, Amari Cooper.
Ready for another shot now. Murray Cooper, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, this isn't his more accomplished side. As a general rule, he's a much better hitter from the right side. but they're looking for him to come through here, swinging the bat left-handed.
No balls and a strike to count. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Ball 1. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. 1-2. Here it is.
That's down.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
2 out here and a runner at second. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Blackwell will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Ready once again, Dante Smith.
For Urania. Not shortstop, Dante.
First offering on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Steiner is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Now batter, the third baseman, Luis Rojas.
Ready now, Luis Rojas. Here comes the first pitch. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Davis calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
The right fielder, number 16, Tyler Blackwell.
Into the box now, Tyler Blackwell. First pitch coming, here it is. The wind up and the 0-1. 1-1. And he misses. 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Barry Sneed takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Barry Sneed.
Digging in and looking for more, Howard Tompkins.
The shortstop, Tower Tompkins.
Here's the first pitch to him. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now back, the first baseman, Bo Sparks.
Now batting, Bo Sparks. He hit a sac fly earlier. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Slider laid off for a ball. And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. One out, nobody on. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
The 3-0 pitch comes with the fastball, but it's outside for ball 4.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Preston Steiner. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this kind of 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Now to the plate, Robbie Efting. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward right center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
To the plate now, Harold Hicks. This will come up empty that time on a sinker. It's strike 1. And their runners at the corners now. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to short. Scooped up. There's 1. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Stepping into the box, Floyd Lusk. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Heading out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Pluto is out in front here, 3-1. Leading off the inning, Dallas Phillips, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 2-2. Fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Rip down the line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far on this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
So now to the plate, Justin Bishop, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Greyhounds.
Stepping into the box, Keith St. Anne. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
The 1-0. 1-1 the count. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Up high, 2-1 now. Swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Digging in now, Charles Davis. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Davis, 33 years old. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And a Good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in now, Stephen Mays. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball one. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. Now the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Looped under that one with that swing, which tells me he was probably anticipating it being a sinker.
Ready with the 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
The 1-2. Line drive to center field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the lineup car turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, man. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
At the plate, Murray Cooper. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner.
The bat, number 7. Howard Tompkins.
Digging in, Howard Tompkins. First offering on its way. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
0-1, no strike.
A 1-0 delivery. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Avalanche lead it 3-1. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Cletus Barton.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Line to the right side. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
Stepping in now, Orlando Schultz, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Oh, and this one ran in and got it. And that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
Well, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point, and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Chip Fay is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Stepping in, Barry Sneed, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Oh boy, this is some serious bragging rights for the next couple weeks in the clubhouse. When a relief pitcher gets an AB and is able to capitalize with a big base hit, he's not going to let the boys hear the end of this one.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Dante Smith. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Look, now the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Digging in to try it again, Luis Rojas. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
The stretch. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-1. Look, now the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
Into the box, Tyler Blackwell, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Fastball in there, 3-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And that's going to count the time run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
At the plate now, Dallas Phillips. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. The 1-0. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Fastball swung on and missed. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he's nowhere near that pitch. It's 2-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 8th inning coming up. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Now in the box, Bo Sparks. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
First pitch of the at-bat.
1-0.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there. 1-0.
Here it comes. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. So 1-1. And it's fouled away. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. High and deep to right center. Right fielder is on the run, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
Jesus Zapata is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. Into the box now, Preston Steiner, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. Zapata is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls, and that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
The 3-1. Skied into straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? The relay, and he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score.
Second base. Robbie.
Now at the plate, Robbie Efton. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. From the stretch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D, where with the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ro?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
Throw on to first for the second out, but meanwhile, that all-important go-ahead run is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Striding into the box, Harold Hicks. First offering on its way. And that misses, ball 1. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Two balls and a strike. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. 2 out, nobody on. Doesn't chase after the splitter, and he works it back to a full count. Line, but speared on a hop. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And now it'll be the catcher, Floyd Lusk. He's set and the pitch. Runner on first with 2 away. There's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Pluto is on top 4-3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Casey Baker will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Benjamin Kramer will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Leading off the inning, Justin Bishop, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Pitch on the way. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Now here it comes. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Tight game here. 4-3 our score as we take the opportunity to compare the performances turned in by the 2 starters. Digging in once again, Heath St. Odd. First pitch of the at-bat. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Fastball well outside.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he's going to get there, and he's in at third now as the tying run after the one-out triple.
Anytime the ball is hit that hard to deep center, you know it's going to be a tough play. The center fielder gives chase, but it ends up coming off the wall, and by that time, you knew it was going to be a triple.
Ben Kohler will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Looking at his career totals, Kohler has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. 2 balls, no strikes now, batting with 1 out and a runner at third. Kohler, a native Floridian. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him. 3-0 now. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. The 3-0 pitch finds the zone, strike 1.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. McGee will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Your attention, please. Now running on third base. Number 3.
Ready for another chance? Orlando Schultz, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Set. Here it comes.
There are a couple points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
1 out with the possible time and go-ahead runs on base here. Just keeping them close. Sent on the ground out to second. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 8 full. Pluto leads it 4-3. Ben Kohler remains in the game, batting 9th and manning left field.
Number 3. Now in left.
McGee stays in the ball game in the 9-hole and takes over out in center field.
Number 3.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Francisco Betancourt will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. J.P. Humphreys is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Charles Davis, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Coming to the plate now, Benjamin Kramer. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Betancourt, a 6'5" left-hander. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
The 1-1. Taken, strike 2. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Fielded cleanly, in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now back. Right fielder. Amari Cooper.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Amari Cooper. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here's the first pitch to him. Here comes the 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Bishop is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Ian Payne enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth. Striding in to start the ninth, J.P. Humphries, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now here's the pitch. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
First offering on its way. Trying to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. Pitch on the way. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. down. It goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And there's your tying run at second base with a one-out double.
When I heard that and saw it leave his bat, I thought we were going to be all tied up, but it just didn't have enough to get out of here, so he's going to have to settle for a double. Tying run on second, and now things are officially getting interesting.
Striding in, Luis Rojas. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, if your team really needs you like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he takes ball one. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one. The 1-1 home. A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. Two-run shot to straightaway left, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Wow, everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs, so you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The 66ers came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Francisco Betancourt claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team, 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For the visitors, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Got